570 targeting μπρα 050 40-25.000 διπλή επαφή.
Star Blue Fencin, subscribe και σχόλιο και join για τα έξτρα πλεονεκτήματα.
Describe us the feelings on your first launch from the Catapult in the backseat of an F-14A, I think.
Yeah. I guess I was lucky to maintain most bodily functions after that first cat launch. Because you're sitting there and you know it's coming, but there's nothing that can prepare you for the feeling of it. There's just no feeling like it. There's no force like that in everyday life that is comparable to this. Even if you have the fastest car in the world, it's still like at least double that force. So I've heard exaggerations about it. Everyone exaggerates about it now. If you read about it, you're going to hear things like 0 to 160 miles per hour in under 2 seconds. That's just not true. That doesn't make it any less intense. It's just that people don't know. I actually did one of my Instagram posts was to actually calculate how many G's you feel when you launch on the Catapult, which you can do by if you know the end speed of the aircraft. And this is like the only benefit of having a degree in physics, which I mistakenly got. So when you go from 0 to 160 miles per hour, and I have video of a cat shot, you go to my YouTube channel, you can see it. It's like about 4 seconds. So it's longer than 2 seconds. It's about maybe 3 point something, 0 to about 150 knots, maybe. So you can calculate. I calculated it's like about maybe 2 or 3 G's. But normally, as you know, when you're pulling G's in the aircraft, G's go this way, down. When you're feeling G's on a cat shot, G's are going this way. And it's a really weird feeling. And so, right now, when you're sitting still, you feel 1 G this way, but you feel 0 G's this way because there's no force pushing you back. So on a cat shot, 2 or 3 G's is a lot more G's than you normally feel. And it just feels disorienting. So my first cat shot, we get up there and it's very suspenseful because the way they do it, you just don't know exactly when it's coming. You get everything ready. The pilot sweeps out the controls. You give them a thumbs up, and the pilot salutes the catapult officer. And then you sit there, and now you're at the mercy of the catapult officer. You're waiting for them to hit the button. And they look all around, do their checks, and you're just sitting there waiting for it. Sometimes it happens right away. Sometimes it's a big delay. Sometimes you have a suspended launch where they have to hold you and undo everything, and you have to start over. So you're just sitting there waiting for it, not knowing when it's coming. And that first shot, I was like, bam, back in my seat, not knowing which way was up. And you get to the end of that stroke, and all that force instantly goes away, and you're just flying. And you're back to normal, but you're just disoriented. And I just remember thinking, like, that couldn't have been real. I don't know where I am. I don't know what day it is, but luckily I'm with an experienced pilot, so it was all good. I can't imagine the pilots doing that for the first time and then having to fly the airplane. That must have been much worse than me just sitting in the back seat, basically losing all coherent thought. But it was fun. It was a blast. After that, you get used to it. Doing it at daytime is fun. Doing it at nighttime is terrifying every single time because you're just getting shot off into blackness. And there's a few seconds where you just don't know if you're going to, be alive or not. And you just you're looking at the instruments, but they lag a little bit. So you hope that you see the VSI start to climb and the altimeter start to climb. In my case, they always did. So I guess it turned out okay.